Hello, my name is Rodney Patrick. I'm a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama, and today I'll be discussing some of the new technologies of World War I. The first thing I'd like to talk about is submarines and how they were used. Now, during World War I was the first time we've actually seen submarines as a serious weapon of war. The years shortly before the war, it was the method of using diesel power engines above the water surface and battery power engines below the water surface was first introduced. And this is basically how submarines were mobile. Since the United Kingdom relied heavily on imports to feed its population and supply war-related materials to its country, the Germans thought it would be a great idea to blockade their ships to starve out the country and also limit the amount of weapons they could use. And at first it was a great success. It became known as the First Battle of the Atlantic, and it was between the Germans' submarines and the British ships. Now, since the submarines increased in numbers, it became more and more effective. However, as time progressed, the British became smarter. They began to disguise their attack vessels as civilian ships. So when the German submarines would attack the ships, instead of getting a civilian ship like they thought they had, they would be attacking an attack vessel. And before anything that happened, the British would counterattack, destroying their submarines. Also, as time progressed, the British began using other naval armed ships to protect their merchant ships. So when submarines would try to ambush a merchant vessel, they would also be attacking a naval fleet. So the naval fleet would be able to defend their ships and destroy the submarines. The second thing I would like to talk about are railways and how they were used in the war. Now, railways were very important during World War I. They were a quick way of transportation to getting troops and materials from point A to point B. However, as they were a huge success, they were also a major vulnerable spot for the Germans. They also used the railways. Because the German railways were very predictable. So they were easy targets when trying to transport things. So ways to try to avoid being attacked, instead of traveling all the way to point B from point A, they would stop at a spot on the way and walk the rest of the way. The troops would walk, and they would have horses to carry other materials they need, such as guns and food. Another thing about the railways were they relied heavily on how fast the railways could be rebuilt if destroyed. So if a track was destroyed halfway through a destination, then the train could only go so far, leaving them at an ambush. So basically, railways were very important during the war. However, they were also a huge countermeasure. Like, they were a positive influence, but also at the same time, there was a major consequence from using them. Thank you. My name is Rodney Patrick, and I'm a student in EDM 310.